Welcome to the podcast where we're harvesting humor, planting delight. Join us, Iona and Cammy. Let's have some fun. It's time for Fed by Farmers.
Hello and welcome to the Fed by Farmers podcast with me, Cammy Wilson.
And me, Iona Murray.
We're back with another weekly instalment. Before we start, let's do our thank yous nice and early. Thank you to
Crystalyx and Hairdwatch.
Thank you for sponsoring the podcast. You'll hear more from them later on. They help us bring these podcasts to you almost every week. We're doing our best to get them out there. It's hard this time of year. There's a lot of work going on, but as the back end comes in, we're going to travel the country and do a bit.
Are we?
Well, people will come to us, hopefully. But we'll do a bit of everything. How have you been this week, Iona?
I've been well, thank you. Yes.
Good. I'm trying to think. We put our Friday chat out. There's some comments about a lot of comments about plantar fasciitis, different things to do, calf stretches, and other things we need to do. A lot of people getting operations and all that on their feet to do things to it. But I feel like I know we talked about getting these insoles. I feel like my left foot is getting much better.
Right.
My right one's still really painful.
I could give it Reiki.
What's Reiki?
Reiki, it's energy healing.
Is this course you did? I listened to that podcast back, and I went on such a tangent. I never even actually asked you what Reiki was. No, I listened to it because I ended up thinking, what is Reiki? Because I went on some mad tangent slagging you off about happy endings or something, and we never actually confirmed what Reiki was. So what is Reiki? For anyone that's just arrived and doesn't know that Iona does happy endings, she does happy endings and lymphatic drainage.
Yes.
And now Reiki. So what is Reiki?
So it's energy healing. Right, so it's very woo-woo, and I get like it's not going to be for a lot of people. That's fine, but it's
weirdly that was one of the suggestions that didn't come up.
What?
It's like, Cammy, you need some energy healing.
You need some Reiki.
Some Reiki.
Some Reiki.
How are you spelling that?
Reiki.
Okay, was that like Scandinavian?
Japanese.
Right. Okay.
And it's basically, it's like. So it's, the basis of it is everything is energy. Everything in the world is energy. And it actually is. Like, that's science.
It's science. All right. Run Burgundy here. Right, okay. It's boring, but it's my life. Okay. They've done studies, 60% of the time it works every time. Sorry, on you go.
So then, basically, you just get trained to channel Reiki energy, and it's basically like a healing energy, and you put it in certain areas of the body. No, I know. I know what you're saying. No, but can I tell you a story? Yeah. So when I went to the course, the lady was at, like, what I liked about her was she wasn't really woo-woo, right? She was just like a normal woman. And she was like, when she was saying this bit, she said, I know like a lot of this is going to sound like ridiculous. She was like, go with it, right? She's like, I thought the same when I did my course, go with it. So there was one bit, and then she's like, now, please, she's like, just stay with me for this. She's like, you can send Reiki to people even when they're not in the room with you, right? So we were like, oh, I was like, aye, very good. So anyway, she tells you how to do it and all that, right? So
tell me how to do it, just roughly.
No,
tell me, please.
No.
Please.
Right.
Is it a text message?
No. So that's fine. So
no, please, you have to tell me a wee bit. Just a wee bit.
Let me do it to you.
But I'm in the room.
Yeah, I can do it to you in the room.
I'll go outside and see if I feel it.
No, I can do it to you in the room as well.
Right.
But this isn't the right environment. You would be all distracted and everything. It would need to be all nice and quiet.
It needs to be like the whale noises and all that, and just like relax.
Just relax.
Okay.
Aye.
Right. Burning incense and.
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye.
Okay.
So I was picturing my sister Katie. So like picture them in your head, blah blah blah, and then do this, sending the energy. So I was doing it, so I had my eyes closed and I felt like this is such a weird feeling. Like I was like drawn forward. Like I felt like I was actually moving. Anyway, right, fine. That was that. We moved on. Then she was like, check in with whoever you were thinking of in the coming days, see if they felt anything, right? So my sister, I knew she was through at the farm for barbecue that day that I was doing the course. Got back, she lives opposite me. Her car was home when I got home, and I was like, that was weird. Anyway, next day, I was expecting her still to be at the farm. Anyway, next day I was speaking to my mum, and I was like, oh, how did the barbecue and that go? And then she's like, yeah, it was fine. Although Katie had a funny turn. My sister Katie.
Okay.
And I was like, right, what happened? She was like, I don't know, it was really weird. We were outside and all of a sudden she felt really hot and clammy and just weird and she had to sit down. So then I was like, I knew it was 2 o'clock that I did it because the woman said it was around about 2 o'clock. And anyway, as we worked out that it was 2 o'clock. So it worked.
Right, there we go. So you sent her this energy.
Uh-huh.
Right.
I obviously need to fine tune.
She got you gave her too much. So you just sent this burst of energy.
Yeah, sent this energy to her.
So you made your sister unwell.
Well, but then my point was, if she was like outside playing with the kids, and then she felt all funny. But if she'd been lying on a bed all relaxed, she maybe wouldn't have felt like lightheaded and funny.
Okay, so you could say it's actually very dangerous.
Oh, definitely.
That she could have been driving.
She was driving. That's what I know. And then the woman did say after, she was like, only send it to close family or your partner. I was like, well, surely you shouldn't. And then
she you don't have to ask permission.
She did say you shouldn't send it without permission. I was like, no, I will never.
I was gonna say, like,
permission.
I think I did something like this in the police one time.
What?
Unwanted Reiki.
Did you actually?
Aye, and I think the person had a wee doll as well, and she was like putting pins in the arm, and it was like hurting the person's arm. So she got done for assault and and Reiki. Reiki without consent. What was the exact term again?
No.
Unlawful Reiki without consent or something like that.
No way.
Nah, I made that all up. Obviously, it's not real, Iona. Stop going falling for it, for God's sake. She had a dodgy sausage. Your dad didn't cook the sausages right. She had a dodgy sausage. She felt hellish. Right, why are we not looking at the uncooked meats? Do you know what I mean? Why are we jumping to magic before we're looking at your dad's barbecue skills? Such is the faith in John Murray.
And the poor
your dad would be like, I tell you, not bloody be me. It's like, what's Iona at today? Oh, no. That bloody woo-woo stuff, I tell you, that's it.
No, Dad backs it 100%. He's saying for his knees. I'm going to start doing it on his knees.
Right, okay. Can we do it now for his knees? Right, this is mad. Right, okay. But you think that would help my plantar fasciitis?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Well, let me know, guys, in the comments if you
they
think...
had Reiki. Please, can people back Reiki in the comments?
I am a big believer.
You're not, but that's okay. That's fine.
But it's weird, isn't it, how some folk are and some folk aren't?
Yeah, and I think that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I would.
Is there any way to prove Reiki?
I think that is the problem, isn't it? As humans, we like tangible. We like this is, I don't know, X and Y equals this. Like, whereas Reiki is woo.
Yeah, but can we prove it?
I don't know. I'll look into it. If you get it and you feel it, then yeah.
Yeah, there is. Placebo is a big thing, to be fair.
But I think like placebo's like manifesting, like you just.
But you could argue placebo is like the greatest medicine of all.
Yeah.
Because all that actually matters is that you feel better.
And that's my thing with Reiki.
It's not,
like, why does it matter? If it makes you feel better, why does it matter?
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah.
But do people do it and actually feel better? Yeah. But like you, right, so we just sit in the room. Sorry I'm going on too long about this because it just blows my mind, but it's like you can just sit in the room and you just send me the energy and I'll just feel better. Well,
to be fair, I've only done level 1, which means you're only insured to do it on yourself, and I'm doing my level 2 in October.
I love it. This is too much for me. This is too much for me. So what, you got to phone like NFU insurance and all that? It's like, can I get the Reiki cover?
I've got my insurance for like my lymphatic drainage and that.
And Reiki?
Not Reiki yet, but I will in October.
So you'll have to phone up and say, can I get the Reiki insurance? Because I'm thinking about...
I'll add on Reiki.
I'm thinking about sending some energy out here. And I'm full of it. I'm absolutely full of it.
I'm full of energy.
Like, okay.
God, imagine me after it'll be draining.
I just cannot believe there's a world out there that I just can't...
I know. And this is me just kind of starting
you can get insurance
find out.
For sending energy to people.
Yeah, it's mad when you say it like that.
Because I like that with the fingers. Energy to people. Isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
But you insured for in case you give them too much.
I know, that's what I don't get. I don't really know. Like, why do I need insured for it? I don't know.
Yeah, the whole thing's just mad to me, Iona.
I know. No, I agree. I do agree. It's not like I think.
How much do you charge for a wee bit of Reiki?
I don't actually know. I don't know what the going rate is.
Does it go by decibels or just like...
How much you need?
How much come on, how much we're talking here? How bad a day has it been?
Yeah.
How bad a day has it been? Are we talking like tough breakup or just like stubbed your toe? Like where are you? What do you need?
If only I'm taking you if you're a 3 or below.
Right, okay. What's looks got to do with it? Nah, right, okay, right. We'll listen to a podcast.
Yes, but I would just like to mention that this Saturday is the charity auction day for Heather Gray.
Okay, so that's of course it is in memory of Heather Gray, who's a friend to Iona and I, and died very suddenly. They are having a charity auction.
Yep.
It's going to support charities close to the family's heart. We've actually put in for listeners of Fed by Farmers podcast, and there was a few people messages about sponsorship, etc.
Yep.
There is a 4-episode sponsorship package for the Fed by Farmers podcast, so do look at that if you've got something coming up. Maybe you've got tup sales coming up and you want to promote your on-farm tup sales, or you have a dog run business. We're about to hear a bit about a dog run business in this podcast, or anything at all that you're doing, farm shop, open days, whatever, or you're a big business, let us know and we will, well, you can buy it in the auction. It's going to be online as well. There'll be a link to it all in the show notes.
Yep.
There's also, you've picked out a lamb.
I have picked out, I got the pick of the ewe lambs at Crystalyx.
Did your dad actually give you the pick, or is that on that one?
Yeah.
Did he actually?
Yeah, he did actually.
So it just out into a field with the good ewe lambs
Just all the ewe lambs, yeah.
and let you pick one?
Let me pick one.
Have you got a good eye for the blackies?
Oh, I am a kenner.
You're a kenner.
Okay.
All right, good. Okay, so there we go. A beautiful female flat. That was
Cammy!
good. That was good,
I thought my
actually.
hair was
Yeah, that was good for you. And a ewe lamb as well. So there we go. 2 females from Crystalyx available. No, just one available. One available.
Just one.
Why didn't you put some Reiki in the sale? You should have done that for a laugh.
Should have
done that. I don't know. Tell you what, whoever buys the ewe lamb will get 50 decibels of Reiki. For luck. That'll be good. Right, that'll be good. And I think our friend Alan Blackwood's put a ewe lamb in as well, or Alan's putting something too.
There's loads of really good things.
Jamie Perry
Yeah.
put the
And I think
champion
that's-
from the Highland Show.
That's going to be a live auction. I think that one.
Right.
So I think they're doing a live one on the day.
Yeah, I think there's 10 or 12 lots going to be live. They didn't want it
And
going.
then
There's so many
aye.
good entries. Plus, you get more money doing it online.
Yeah, definitely.
Because people that maybe want to buy a lamb for Crystalyx but wouldn't want to travel to go to the
yeah,
day
maybe aren't going. Yep.
can buy the Crystalyx lamb online. So do check that all out. But we better, we'll be there as well. But we better do this podcast, will we? Get
Yes,
into it.
let's
Okay,
get
so
into
this week we're joined by Lizzy's brother-in-law, Sam Beavenon, so married to Georgina, which is Lizzy's sister. We're going to hear a bit about young Lizzy. We're going to hear about Sam's career growing up in the farm in Leicestershire, into sheep shearing contracting, to buying a dairy farm in Norway, farming over there, and eventually coming back here. So we're going to hear all that from Sam. Let's dive in and do that just now, and then we'll catch up at the end. And we're joined in today's podcast by Mr. Sam Beavenon of Leicestershire.
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 Peckleton, Leicestershire.
Peckleton.
Yeah, a little tiny village, Peckleton.
A posh village.
Yeah, not since I moved out, but yeah.
But the farms, are you from a farm?
I'm from the farming family, yeah. Used to be a dairy farm, and then it turned into a sheep farm, a beef farm in the mid-90s. So we're just sheep now. So.
And I take you grew up milking cows, or?
I did, yeah. And I spent a lot of my life milking cows, previous to going shearing. But I don't want to milk cows anymore, I've had enough of that.
What about shearing?
I'm still shearing.
You're still doing some shearing?
Yeah. Getting too old for it, but I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
So you were born into a dairy farm.
Yeah, I was.
And then what age were you when it changed over?
About 12, I think.
Right.
Yeah. I went to suckler cows then, and then...
Why was that?
Basically, my dad had been milking for 30 odd years and he just had enough of it, and the regulations were changing, so he wanted to stop doing it, milking. So it wasn't cost effective. It wasn't going to cost too much money to continue going, so it was easy to go to a different line of farming, really.
System. Yeah. He'd be getting to a stage where you need to put in a parlour and spend a lot of money.
Slurry stores and all the regulations were changing, so... Because this was at the time when the milk marketing board still had the quotas.
Okay.
Before it went private, so it was like the good times, I suppose.
That was a good time. Quotas was a good time.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Why was that a good time?
Everyone was getting paid by the same company.
Right. Okay.
And they were getting the same price all through across the board. So.
Right. Okay. Now, I see. My thoughts on quotas was just like, here's your quota for your contract. Anything over that, you don't get paid. But it was actually that everybody paid what the British Milk Board, or
Milk
who paid
Marketing
them?
Board, it was called.
Okay.
The Milk Marketing Board, yeah. So.
And it all went through them?
It did.
Why have they not got that anymore?
Why have they not got lots of things anymore? I don't know. It just changed to private dairies, isn't it?
But surely...
It's the same as the wool marketing board, isn't it? So, same kind of thing.
Well, I know there is private people doing the wool, but the wool's slightly different, I suppose. Well, no, really. I suppose wool's different because nobody wants wool, but milk, everybody wants milk.
Everybody wants milk, yeah.
And surely if we had one body controlling all the milk, they'd have a lot of power.
It would be better.
Yeah, why is nobody just uniting together and doing that?
But when I milked in Norway, that was just one dairy company for the whole country, and everyone was getting the level price.
And you're just paid on the fats or the proteins?
Yeah, you get elite milk or first class or second class milk.
Okay.
So if you're good in that department, then you get paid more. So everyone got paid the same price, which was, you know.
And when this, I don't know the history of it, so I can't really comment on it. But when they had these milk quotas, right, and everyone was getting paid by the milk board, whatever, was the money good? Were people quite happy with their money?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I was only a young boy.
It's hard.
Then, but it was. I think it was generally better times. Yeah, for the dairy times. Yeah. I mean, it's good now, but it's taken a long time to get back to.
It's good now for some, but as we've some people are on 50 pence with Arla, I think. Yeah. And other people are on 37 with U-Tree. Yeah. So it's like.
But how can there be that much of a difference?
Well, that is the point. It's just.
That's because
luck is if you've got a good contract with Arla. Another interesting thing, I was speaking to one of the chaps from Arla, I listened to this podcast. I was actually talking about the Beauvais thing, but that's a whole other podcast. But he was saying with Arla, if you get a contract, if you've got 40 cows and you get a contract with Arla, and the next week you put on 2,000 cows, they pay you for every litre, the same price.
Do they?
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. I don't understand how that works. Obviously, there's not that many people doing that, jumping up so much. But is that not incredible?
Yes.
Yeah, it seems strange because you're producing more milk, aren't you?
Yeah, and how can they all of a sudden they could? You'd think, other businesses I believe Graham's are doing now, is Graham's are paying you the A price for what they agreed to get from you. Yeah. Not quite quota, but if you know, similar idea, and the B price for anything surplus, which is just on the kind of open market, kind of U-Tree style, I believe. Whereas Arla are just same price for all.
Wow. Because there's such a demand for it.
But if there's such a demand, why is Graham's changing their structure? Why is Arla able to do that and other ones can't?
We need a dairy farmer and a dairy expert.
Yeah, we need someone.
That's what we need.
We need someone from Arla.
I'm a bit out of touch with it now.
No, I know we're away on a mad tangent already. But you want to go, Iona?
No, so then changed over and
we went to we kept the cows, the Jersey cows they were, and we put a beef bull onto them, and did a suckler herd for quite a lot of years.
Okay.
Just so that we could keep farming something basically, and then we gradually moved into more sheep. And no cattle, so.
And they were pure Jerseys you were milking?
We were, yeah. I think.
So surely it must have taken you ages to turn pure Jerseys into a good suckler herd?
Well, the first cross is obviously a Jersey cross, and then after that you get...
Bigger all the time?
Yeah, it was kind of work. The changeover was quite good, really. So, yeah, it was...
And what would be the negatives of just selling off the Jerseys and buying a new...
Nobody would buy them.
Yeah, it's just because... They were already there, I guess, and I knew the farm, and it was just easy to keep them.
Yeah, keep the lineage going.
Yeah, just buy a bull and do it that way.
And what kind of sheep did you get?
Mainly Charolais cross Texel things. Bertie Bassets, I call them. There's all sorts. Mainly Charolais Texel cross, yeah.
Right.
And how many acres was it, the farm?
We've got 100 acres that we farm, yeah.
But it's absolute prime land right in the middle.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah, right on the edge of town.
We kind of, 20 minutes from the nearest town, I guess. But yeah, it's good land, I guess.
It's nice, but it's right on the edge of the village then, sorry.
The farm's in the middle of the village.
Yeah.
And the land's kind of out towards the end of the village, so yeah.
Yeah, so it's obviously a fantastic spot where it is. Brothers, you get brothers and sisters?
I've got 2 brothers, 2 sisters. I'm the 4th. So there's 1 of 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And are they keen on the farming?
My older brother is, and I am. My younger brother uses the farm as a base to run all his machinery from and his business. My 2 sisters not generally too keen in it, I suppose.
Okay.
Just turn up down again. You know?
Yeah.
So what's the kind of setup now? Are you there full time?
No, just my parents still farm it on their own.
Right.
Dad's 82
Wow.
and he's still going, so yeah, we just help out when it's necessary. And we try and do it without arguments, which is
Difficult with
Yeah.
big family. Yeah. So
I mean, we do work together pretty well, but yeah, Dad's getting a bit slower now, so he needs a bit more help.
So when you're growing up in the farm, like, you know, were you always going to be a farmer? Was that the plan? You're always going to farm?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And how did you fall into sheep shearing?
That's a long story. I went to agricultural college called Brooksby College near Melton Mowbray, and the sheep shearing was part of the course. We did a 2-day course. I just kind of liked it, and then I kept doing a few more shearing courses thereafter at Brooksby. And I think it was the instructor he said to me, if you continue doing this, in a few years' time, the money will be good and you can travel all around the world doing it. And it kind of inspired me a bit, so here I am.
and did you travel with it?
I did.
Where'd you go?
I first went to New Zealand in 2002. It was my first time I went abroad shearing. And then I met a guy called Dan Waterman, and he offered me a job in Norway in 2003. So I jumped at that chance.
Yep.
I did 20 odd years in Norway, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then I also, the same guy Dan took me to Corsica. I sheared there for 4 seasons, which was a eye-opener, yeah.
Interesting, because last week's podcast was with Jack Fagan,
Really?
who also shown in Corsica.
Yeah.
So that is strange.
Yeah, it was...
Milk sheep. Corsican milk sheep.
Yeah, little tiny black milk sheep, yeah.
Yeah.
Just in a few little pallets tied together, and they just...
Plenty of wine to drink and stuff like that.
After every sheep, almost, yeah.
Yeah,
It was great fun, yeah.
At the risk of sounding stupid, where is Corsica?
Near Italy.
Right.
No, it's the south of France.
France.
It's
Napoleon.
a French-owned country.
Yeah.
Napoleon was actually born there.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
The famous French leader.
it's not
Elba's the island off it. They sent him to, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he get.
The-
There was a great story. I don't want to get into Napoleon stories, but they exiled him because he was too popular to basically execute. I think they exiled him to this island of Elba,
Right.
which is off of the Corsica. It's near Corsica, this island. And basically he won over they had armed guard in a boat patrolling the waters the whole time, and somehow he won them over.
Yeah.
Got them to take him back to France. He marched into Paris with his own army and took it over again.
No.
Oh, the whole
way.
story's mad, aye.
Yeah, it's... I thought it was one of the best places to shear, really, because you sit down afterwards, you have like a 3 or 4 hour dinner time, and people turn up from everywhere just for it's like an occasion to have the sheep shorn. You get immensely drunk on pasties, wine, and then you have a tiny siesta, and then you go and shear another 200 or 300 in the afternoon.
I can think of anything worse.
And a lot of occasions, just completely drunk, just shearing sheep.
Yeah.
Which is...
So you'd have a wee snooze, you'd drink some wine, have a snooze, wake up all dehydrated and still drunk and go again.
Carry on again, yeah.
You know what I mean? If like you have, I don't know, a while since I've been on a sunny holiday, but you know, you have a few beers at lunch and then you snooze and then you wake up like...
I know.
But,
And then like
but
imagine going and shearing sheep.
afterwards, and then the farmer who was shearing the sheep for would take you to a restaurant and give you 3-4 course meal, and you just eat until you pop, and then it's fantastic. Really.
Right, if anyone from Corsica is listening, give me a shout. I'll come over and do it. I'll do a week next year.
It's quite different because you get loads of people. The people just catch the sheep and they bring them to you. You have like a portable stand, just like a freestanding shearing machine.
Yeah, like a kind of mudge trailer idea. It just stands up.
Yeah, kind of. And they bring the sheep to you, and then because the walls are so black and just really coarse, they just kind of chuck it in a trailer and either burn it or just leave it there till next year, basically. So,
Yeah.
but it's got to be done for welfare, obviously. So
Yeah, but a big team of folks, so you literally just stand at your stand and people are dragging the sheep over
there's
to
a
you.
French contract, and then there was Dan and myself, and occasionally we joined with another gang. So there was 5 some days, if you like, 900 sheep to do. But
Yeah.
it's good fun.
Is it good money? Was it all right? They're pretty rubbish, is it?
At the time, it was good money, but you don't really go for the money, really. It's more the
the wine,
the wine
and the crack. Yeah.
Yeah.
And do they speak English, most of them?
No, it's all French.
But I mean, will they speak English? You know, a lot of countries you go to, the farmers don't learn English.
No, very rarely English, but we got by. Yeah.
Can you speak
Wine,
French?
wine. Shear sheep, wine.
I thought I could speak French which I could get by because I learnt the French at school. But the problem is now, since I live in Norway for 5 years, the French doesn't come out; it comes out in Norwegian. So I can't speak Norwegian either, but it still comes out.
So you lived in Norway for 5 years?
We did, yeah.
Wow.
That's another story for. Yeah.
We'll get chronologically, right?
Yeah. So
Sorry.
No, it's good. So you're sharing Corsica. Where else did you go?
Most of the UK I've shorn around.
Yep.
Yeah, tiny little bit in Wales, but not really a lot. So yeah, I've been all around really.
And but just in Corsica, Norway, New Zealand, never done Australia.
I haven't shorn in Australia.
No.
I visited there for a couple of weeks, but I didn't shear a sheep.
Yeah. And how many seasons in New Zealand?
4, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that was good.
Who was that shearing for? Dan? No, Dan was Norway.
No, I met Dan in New Zealand.
But he was your Norway
I was shearing
contact.
for a contractor, Alistair Cummings in Hunterville,
Okay.
in the North Island to start with. And then I sheared for a few guys down the South Island. I did shear for David Fagan for 2 days,
Okay.
but I had a blown wrist, so it wasn't too good. But I still got the pay slip that says David Fagan and Wendy Fagan shearing.
There we go, do you?
Yeah,
Is that right?
somewhere, yeah.
Where's that? Where was he based?
Tikawidi type of direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is back in the this is
Oh, this is back when
late 90s?
when they built New Zealand, I think. Early, it would have been 2003 or 4, maybe.
right. Okay.
Yeah, so,
Yeah. So it's I was 13 then.
20 odd years ago. Yeah.
what age were you when you first went abroad to shear?
22.
Right.
That's quite a good age
Yeah.
Yeah.
to do it.
But previous to that, I went to New Zealand for a year. I was milking cows for a year.
Oh, so you'd been to New Zealand already?
That was back in '98.
To milk
first went
cows?
to New Zealand. Yeah, I had a job milking cows there, and then stayed there for a bit and cruised around doing that. So.
And what was it? You know, dairy's obviously massive there now.
Oh, I
but
was milking 700 cows.
was it? Oh, it was
Wow.
big then too.
We did
Yeah.
like 2 hours, 700 job done, all gone.
Oh, what, like through a rotary or through a?
For a 50 a side,
Right.
it was crazy, yeah.
Well, like 3 people in the milking, I take it.
Just 2, yeah.
2 years on 50 a side,
Yeah.
just running the whole time.
Yep.
Flat out.
Yep. All go, yeah. Covered in cow muck, yeah. Just yeah, it was some good times out, yeah.
Yeah, it would be.
But then I came back to England, and the farm I was working on, previous to me going to New Zealand, were doing 300 cows in 4 hours.
Oh wow.
So it was like doing half as many in twice the time.
And why is that? But
It's
a lot
ba-
more milk.
Basically, there's more yield in the
Yeah,
English
it
cows.
take longer to milk them.
Yeah. But
Why is that?
basically, they were just
because they milk them faster because they don't give as much milk.
Yes,
but
I
in
realise
New-
that, but
Alright.
why does
But at the
the
time,
UK cows have less milk?
in
More
New
milk?
Zealand at the time, they were just purely grass fed.
Okay,
But after going back a few years later, they're all beginning to feed maize and
right. So
Put
it's
more food into
increasing
them
the
to get more
milk yield.
milk.
Yeah.
Also the breed as well. There'd be a lot of would
just
you
they
be
were like Friesian.
Jersey
They were
Friesians.
Jersey
or
Friesian, small
grass rats
real
they call
small.
them, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
real small kind of
Whereas we'd be
cows.
like big Holsteins.
Yeah.
So
Big difference.
yeah, that was my first trip to New Zealand. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, New Zealand, if you've got this, I get it. If you've got the scope, like a lot of these places have in New Zealand, the grass system like that will
Oh,
work
it's-
fine.
Yeah.
But over here, where farms are small, you need to
They've got the
maximise
climate there as well in New Zealand.
it drier and warmer.
Warmer and it can be wet, yeah, but
Yeah,
the grass grows like really rapid.
I think it was someone in this podcast that said, or was it the podcast that said to me, everybody thinks New Zealand's like the UK, and they compare the farming all the time.
It's not.
No, but apparently New Zealand, in terms of the equator, New Zealand is closer to the south of France.
Oh, really?
Right.
So in terms of distance from the equator or whatever for the weather and whatnot,
Yeah.
it's nearer the south of France than it is the UK. We're much further north.
Oh, okay.
They're obviously south, but we're much further away from the equator than what New Zealand is.
That's interesting. Yeah, because I think
I never fact checked that. I just took it as gospel. The person told me it does make sense to me because you look at not New Zealand. It's like the hills are all green and you know everything looks pretty lush.
Yeah, but I've been there for some years when it's drought and it's just completely brown. It's like the opposite. And I've also been in there in
That would
extreme,
tie in with being closer to the equator too. Would it
I've
not?
also been in extreme floods where all the fences and all the things are just washed away.
Yeah.
I've seen houses going down the road and like it's just
You're having a drought at home just now, you know.
we are, yeah.
And and you're Leicester. That's what is that? Centre England,
Leicestershire, in the middle of England, yeah.
right? Right.
It's pretty dry. It's not rained significant since March, really.
Which is insane because like, we're
Kind of-
just boys can't get silage done here because it's just so wet.
Yeah, I see that, yeah.
Yeah, coming up here.
There's puddles up here.
Yeah.
I've not seen them for a while.
And are people feeding out silage and stuff down there?
They're beginning to, yeah. And it's just been a short crop of silage here, very low yields.
Yeah. It's
Just
mad.
not had the rain, it's just nothing.
It's
and
mad
it's
how-
been intense heat back in June and July, so it's not helped.
Yeah, it's burnt everything off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I remember we went down to, I know it's not totally near you, but went to Malvern for the 3 counties.
Yeah.
And like all around there's pretty brown, and it was warm for the 3 days we were there, and whereas up home it rained the whole time I was away.
Yeah. You send it down, I think that's what you need to do. Pipe it down.
I say in every podcast, Ayrshire, what a place to farm, like just unreal. So you were doing your shearing, contract shearing, or shearing for someone else.
Yeah, I started
How did
shearing
that-
for somebody
Where
else.
did it go from there?
His name was Martin Greenfield. I sheared for him for a little bit, and then I sheared for another guy called Colin Fisher. But after a few years, Martin decided to retire from shearing. I took his run on. And then a few years later, I took Colin's shearing run on. I had about 25,000 sheep over the time. I had 3 shearers working at a time, 3 of us going. So that was up until we sold. I sold the run off and went to Norway then. So it's building up to that.
Yeah, so you're doing this contract shearing. Interestingly, so when I started shearing, right, you start shearing your keen. This is back 12 years ago now. You get on the YouTube, you're looking for shearing videos or whatever.
What
and
did you find?
Googling things. And here I come across this DVD. I couldn't actually see the video. You could see a trailer of it on YouTube. And I'll put anybody watching this on YouTube, I'll put the trailer on. But there's a documentary called Blood, Sweat and Shears.
There was.
Right.
Yeah. 2011, that was.
2011. There you go. I started shearing in 2013. So find this on eBay. Bought it off eBay or wherever I bought it.
Did you use it for a shotgun cartridge practice?
I'm not genuinely. This is back. You could get a DVD player. I don't know. I don't. You maybe can't even buy that.
Probably
that
not.
episode now.
I think it's still there.
Can you buy it?
I think we're desperately trying to sell it.
Yeah, well, I love the extra copies, but it's actually really, really good. Like, it make a great episode.
So what is it?
So it's basically. You tell me, Sam. What is it?
Basically, it's a friend of Colin's I was sharing with. He'd come back from America, and he's a bit of a journalist, also an Elvis impersonator. So that's he came up with the idea of the story of the sheep shearing day-to-day life, because he used to shear himself a little bit. And so he got in touch with the production company to come and film us every day, and it was just as it is, nothing like edited. It was just completely natural how it all is, and we thought we'd give it a go, and yeah.
And did it go well or not?
It was good fun making it, yeah, but I don't think we made a lot of money out of it.
No,
I mean, it wasn't the money, but
it was interesting though. I even remember they put the stitch ups in and everything.
Yeah, there was
like stitching up, an odd cut and stuff, which happens. It happens.
It's reality.
It's real.
Yeah.
But it's actually a really good
and it was
wee docu-series or whatever you call it.
It's like a docu-film, but they came filming for...
is it one episode? Is it one...
It's one long film.
Yeah, okay.
But they came filming on 3 occasions.
Yeah.
So the first occasion they turned up, and I had to pre-warn the farmers that there was going to be a film crew there, which was like, oh...
That tightens them up.
I could hear them sucking breath through the teeth.
Yeah.
But they played along with it, and so they came to 2 different times, and the weather was almost against us, but luckily we managed to film some shit.
And get some done. No,
And the third time they came, we had a speed shearing competition at the local pub, and the top prize was, I think it was £500, and we got people from a long way away to come and shear because there's not many shearers in our
yeah,
area.
okay, make it busy.
So and the pub had probably the best night they've had for a long time, and
Yeah, 500 quid's nothing because they do so much drink.
yeah, but we raised the money through sponsorship, and
Good.
yeah, so that was like the finale of the film. So
Yeah, because this is obviously I know Sam now because he's Lizzy's brother-in-law.
You've not said that
But
yet?
but we'll say that in the intro.
Oh, right, okay.
You know, we'll have said that already, teeing this up. So Lizzy's brother-in-law, but I'd watched this video
That is
before I ever
mad.
knew about Lizzy.
Like, what are the chances of that?
And interestingly, Georgina's in it as well, isn't she? As the
She
Rousey.
is.
So Georgina is Lizzy's sister, who Sam's married to, is the Rousey. It's one of those old
That
fairy
is
tale love
so-
stories. The
That is mad.
Shearer on the Rousey.
it's yeah, it is kind of funny when you think about that.
That is crazy.
I'm going to try and dig it out tonight. We can sit and watch it. I need to try and find it somewhere.
Yeah.
I know Georgina's not too keen to watch it, but
She'll hate watching it back.
She hides behind the settee.
But yeah, no, I'll put a trailer of that on as well. And I think before we move on for the shearing thing, I've got to mention the fact I think we'll like to wind them up. But my right saying you started Stephen Robury. You made him the man he is today.
Stephen Robury, I taught him everything he knows. Yeah,
Stephen Robury's like a very, very good shearer. He had a cracking record last year, didn't he? He's very good.
Steve came to me. He'd probably been learning to shear for maybe 1 or 2 seasons before, so he came to me kind of just out of the learning stage. And a friend of mine from down Herefordshire put me onto him. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll try him. I'm keen to take a young fella on. And he turned up and he was on cocodamol. He had a back aid, like a bungee to hold his back when he was shearing. And the doctor said he can't shear because he's got arthritis. He's beginning to set through his bones. And he'd be shearing away. After 10 sheep, he'd be rolling on the board, crying, and he'd be stretching out. I'm like, oh, what's he sent me this job? I was thinking, we're not going to get through the season at this rate. But he come right, and then all of a sudden, Steve disappeared and started shearing over in Hereford, and before you know it, he's setting records.
He's an absolute gun.
I can't keep up with him now.
Oh, jeez, not many people can.
But I did teach him a few little tricks here and there. So
I'm sure.
We had a lot of fun with Steve. Yeah,
I'm sure he'll mention you in his book.
And how did you meet Georgina? Was that from Rouse? Was that through shearing?
How did I meet Georgina?
Yeah.
Well, shearing in Norway, every year we have to take 2, I'm going to call them wool graders, to help sort the wool.
Right.
And so one year Georgina turned up, and I met her there in Norway. Mm-hmm. So the rest is kind of history, really.
Oh, so she wasn't rousing for you at home before that?
No, I didn't meet
her. The first time you actually met her was in Norway?
It was, yeah.
Ah, right, okay. I thought it was through the rousing. Right.
Not many people know this, but the first night I met Georgina, and a friend was there rousing as well, we had a box of wine, red wine, which was,
how all true love stories start.
Where we lived, the fjord was just 2-minute walk away, and we all kind of decided we got ready to go skinny dipping in the fjord on the first night I met her. So, it kind of...
You could say it was love at first sight. Georgina,
it was very cold that night. I can
just hear Georgina getting annoyed with you already. She said this back. She's. We'll just put it out. She'll just hear this and love this that story.
Yeah.
So you went swimming in the fjord.
Yeah, it was a little cold. I'm going to say it was.
That's your excuse anyway. Yes. So right, met in Norway. Came back. She started rousing.
She
and
came
the rest is history.
to Norway a few seasons, like wool grading, and then we kind of got married. And then
we kind of got married.
No,
That's such a man thing to say.
We did kind of get married. We did get married.
It just happened.
Oh, we kind of got married.
But after we got married, then Lizzy came out to Norway for to do some wool grading instead of Georgina because she had a different job.
So once you get married, she didn't want to spend any time with you. That's
no, probably not. No.
Yeah.
So, Lizzy came to pick the wool up, and then it turned around that Lizzy started shearing there afterwards.
Yeah, Lizzy started shearing. Did Lizzy start shearing with you? She did a bit with her dad, obviously.
When we brought the farm in Norway, I stopped shearing there because I was kind of too involved on the farm to be full-time shearing. So Ross is Lizzy's brother. He came over to help Dan, and then Lizzy came over to help Ross and Dan and shear. Yeah, so it's...
Yeah, they were all shearing. This is in the slaughterhouse in Norway?
It was, yeah.
Because in Norway, you full shear the lambs prior to being slaughtered.
That's true, yeah. It's like a hygiene regulation. So
and interestingly, again, remind me, I don't know if I spoke about this in this podcast or I've just been chatting to people elsewhere, but interestingly, there's chat about like UK trying to do deals with Dubai and all this to get lamb, etc. And India's another one, I think.
Right.
But part of the issue with UK meat is it is a short shelf life.
Right. Because
our hygiene standards in our slaughterhouses are lower than that of like Australia.
Really?
Yeah. So don't quote me on these figures, but let's say UK lamb is 30 days, Australia lamb's like 90 days or something crazy.
Really?
Don't quote me on those figures.
No, but there's a huge difference.
Yeah, and it's to do with hygiene. And I'm guessing Norway...
It's very strict on hygiene.
Right, so why would they last longer though? When you're saying hygiene, what specifically are you...
Bacteria.
E. coli
mainly. Bacteria must rot the meat or turn the meat or something.
Right.
Because the dirty knives, like, I'm guessing, because the lambs are coming, UK lambs are going through the slaughterhouse with dirty wool all over them.
Yeah.
I know they do.
Don't a lot of slaughterhouses take the belly out?
Well, they do the belly, but that dirty wool's still coming through.
Yeah, there's still all the...
Whereas the Norwegian lambs are spotless, like they're
clean
shorn
shorn,
clean.
We have to shear them so many hours before. They can't be sheared like days before.
Yeah.
Because then they get more E. coli.
They get dirty again, yeah.
Um,
And the other thing with our lambs is they're getting belly clipped in the market.
which is...
They then run through all the dirty belly wool that's already there. They run into the ring. They go back and stand in a pen. They stand in a lorry. Then they get to the slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
So their bellies are covered in piss and shit.
But another reason they shear this sheep is because the wool's so valuable in Norway. It's a good product. So the farmer gets the money for the wool as well.
Oh, and the slaughterhouse actually slips the money back to the farmer for the wool?
Yeah. Basically, so... that's
less the shearing. The farmer pays for the shearing then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the job of Georgina or the Rousey in Norway, they have to record each ear tag, weigh each fleece and grade it into like the A class and the B class wool, so that the farmer gets paid the best price for the wool rather than
per
it just be
fleece.
per lamb.
Yeah.
So they grade every fleece. Yeah.
So, the slaughterhouse charge the farmer for shearing X amount of krona, but then they get paid back for the price of the wool. Per kilo. So
it'll probably balance itself out.
Yeah.
If not a wee bit more, maybe for the farmer.
Yeah. But you can send your sheep in already shorn, and then the slaughterhouse would pay you that money for clipping, if that makes sense.
No.
If you had a pen of lambs and you sheared them the day before you sent them to the slaughterhouse, they basically wouldn't charge you for shearing them.
Yeah.
So you're making money on the wool.
Yes, you're just you've just skipped a step.
It's just that,
but they can't be shown too soon before it. They have to be the day before, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. I think it's 24 hours.
Yeah, so most folk will just get them shown at the slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's something about that hygiene. I need to get somebody to speak about it or properly fact check that. But I've definitely told that is the issue.
Recently, they're shearing the sheep after they've been slaughtered now on the line, basically.
Okay.
So we shear them conventionally in our abattoir.
Yeah.
Alive,
like a normal shearer. Yep.
But now they'll get killed, they'll get electrocuted, and then the throat's cut, and then they'll shear them afterwards. So they go down a line.
Yep.
One bloke will do a little bit. So like 6 blokes will shear one sheep as it goes down the line.
Yes.
And that's to reduce bruising and skin cuts, I guess. And
just better animal welfare.
But it's not efficient. It's not as efficient as doing it conventionally, though, because you've got 6 men shearing one sheep,
and it's slow.
And they're not actually. They're probably not actually sheep shearers. They're probably just workers.
No, I think they did that here. I want to say they did that up at like Woodheads or something here, and they put the shearers off and went to the line. But I don't know how that's working out, to be fair. But
how would that be better animal welfare?
Well, because there's no chance that any cuts to the sheep, and the sheep's not getting manhandled.
But it's dead.
Yeah. So there's no issue with animal welfare once it's dead.
But basically, the wool drops onto.
I thought you were meaning that would somehow increase animal welfare.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, because you're not grabbing the sheep to
while
shear
it's alive to shear it,
and you're not pushing it into the shearing pens. I guess
it's all the stress of shearing. Shearing's stressful for the animal.
Yeah,
as good a shearer as you can be, it's still
of course it
worried and
basically,
stressed.
The sheep have been on the mountain all summer, and then they come straight into the abattoir, and then they're going to get. It's a lot of
their adrenaline will be up, and then there's bruising too. Even just turning them round, popping them in their bum, bruising the meat.
It's trying to reduce the bruising.
Even just the handpiece running over the flesh, probably leaves a little bruising.
Yeah.
And as you say, that would improve animal welfare doing it in the line.
That's
I'm guessing. Now I'm wondering if actually slaughterhouses do that here. They shear on the line, but there must still be some reason why our hygiene is apparently not as good as Australia. And I'll look that one up for another podcast.
Yeah, definitely.
And I wonder what Norway's shelf life is as well. But they won't matter in Norway because there's so few sheep. They'll eat all their own sheep.
They utilise all their own sheep. I think they're buying a lot of sheep in.
Yeah, because there's so few sheep really. In Norway compared to like Scotland, there's hardly anything.
Yeah.
So you did the shearing there. You were obviously that's a good earner in Norway. Whatever. That's obviously where you decided you liked Norway.
I did like Norway. Yeah.
And how did you end up?
Like Norway,
but how did you end up going from doing all this to then buying a farm in Norway?
It's just coincidence, really. Lizzy was out there with us shearing the sheep. Well, she was wool grading, and as a farm came for sale, and I knew the farm because I stayed there the previous spring in this second house, and then I've shorn the sheep quite a lot of times. And Dan, who I was shearing with, he knows everyone in the in the village, and he said, there's a farm for sale. I said, where? He goes, he told me where it was. So we went to have a look at it, and Lizzy came to look around the house and the farm. But, well, I said, so then I ring Georgina and says, do you want to buy a farm? She says, yeah. She says, where? I says, Norway. I says, Lizzy's give it the go ahead, it's okay. So.
And that was that?
It was 2016 when we moved there, and it was just after Brexit. So the exchange rate was really high, from krona to pounds. I think it was about 15 or 16 krona to £1.
Okay.
Which made it cheaper in pounds, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it was cheap for you to buy the place.
So if it was pre-Brexit, it would have been 25% more, and we couldn't have afforded it.
Okay, so
But the farm was, we couldn't resist it because it came with all the cows, the dairy cows, the milk quota, all the machinery, the sheep, and 3 houses, and everything for less than $500,000.
Yeah.
It was like 400,000, I think, total.
Wow.
And we'd not long been married, and it was like an opportunity we couldn't resist. And
am I right in saying in Norway you can only sell a farm for what it can earn? How does the pricing work in farms?
It's very rare the farms come for sale because they always get passed to the oldest child normally.
Yep.
And so for it to come up for sale was quite a rare thing anyway. But you have to farm it for 5 years before you can sell it. It's like a government incentive to keep the place farming.
Right, okay. So if you buy a farm, you have to farm it?
You have to farm it. You can't do anything. You have to farm it for 5 years before you would maybe change it or whatever, or sell it. So it's to keep Norway farming.
So you couldn't buy it and plant and do houses or plant trees? Or?
No, they won't let you do that.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Which is good.
Yep.
And it's quite heavily subsidised as well, the Norwegian farming.
Yeah, so what size of place was that?
We had, in all, it was about 350 acres, but most of that was mountainous and forest that we couldn't actually farm.
Yep, yep.
I think silage ground was probably 25 acres. We get 2 cuts of that. And the rest was like just, ungrazable. But I mean, the opportunity was there to have it, and you couldn't buy a farm back here with everything included.
You'd be like a house for
You can't get a house, so
like a decent sized house.
We didn't have a plan B. We just went for it and we lived there for 5 years and came back.
And what, milking cows there?
We had 18 cows, maximum, and that was making money on the farm. That was good. We started off with there was 8 sheep, which are just kind of crofted on the mountain, hefted, and we gradually raised that to about 25. I think the most we had.
And just in 18 cows.
Yeah.
And 18. What is this Norwegian Reds?
Norwegian Reds.
Norwegian
really
Reds.
Good cows. Yeah.
Yeah, like high protein, quite good high protein,
high fat, and they make good beef calves as well. So.
It was similar to the Swiss Browns.
Yeah, probably
quite a solid cow.
Yeah, quite small, docile, and just. And after they'd been inside for the whole of winter, which was 8 months inside, we'd dry them off. We'd put a bow around the neck, open the gate, and let them onto the mountain, and we'll see them again in September for calving.
Right.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So block calving kind of thing, like you're drying them all off together.
And as the weather turned cooler and all the cows will start to come back on their own, and they'll gradually come back on their own to the homestead.
Once it started getting cold?
Well, yeah. I never had to go and get the cows. They all came back on their own. It was amazing how they all came back.
You just kicked them out and then
they could have gone to anyway.
Yeah, and I know fences. They just
no,
and they just came back.
Yeah,
obviously
there's fences round the farm, but on the mountain they can just walk forever.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So you just kicked them up onto the mountain, and then they just came back
themselves. Yeah. We
and
go up about once, probably every 2 weeks to try and find them.
Yeah,
but without the bells, you wouldn't know where they were because it's so densely.
That's what. Yeah,
it's
the
so
bells
dense in the forest.
You hear the bells ringing. You can. But
and it's quite a nice sight if you're not seeing them for a few weeks to go and actually find them.
Yeah.
And if you do see them, it's actually, I don't know.
Peace of mind.
Yeah. But, when you see your cattle every day and then you don't see them for a few months, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, true. You're milking them every day and all of a sudden they're just gone from your life. Yeah. And
but they have the time, it's like a holiday. They have the time of their life up there, free as a bird.
Yeah. And like 18 cows, how's that pay? What would you get per litre?
At the time we were getting maybe 50, 55p a litre. But it depends on the conversion rate to the exchange rate.
But how's that? How many litres?
Well, we were sending about, I think we had 90,000 litres quota.
Okay.
And every April, the dairy company would give you a bonus payment for every litre you sent through the previous year. You'd get, I think, about 4 or 5 pence per litre extra as like a bonus payment.
Uh-huh.
So that was an extra 5 or 6 grand just for supplying them with milk, basically.
So your 18 cows are doing like 50 grand?
I guess there would be, but like I say, it was heavily subsidised as well, the farming was.
So what subsidy do you get on top of that?
I think the maximum we got was about 42,000.
Okay, well, 42 grand a sub?
Per year, yeah, but you kind of got it in 2 different payments, which was...
But that's not bad, that's 10% of the farm value.
It helped pay the mortgage a little bit.
Yeah, that's like 10% of the value back each year.
But a lot of that depends on the size of your herd or your farm.
Yeah, of course.
So you get paid on area and...
Yeah, because I'm sure the sheep...
But I'm fairly
is the sheep
sure
system not like €100 a head or something like that? Or 100 krona a head?
100 krona, I think, which is about £10-ish, £11.
Per head.
But I think we probably lost out a little bit, not knowing the full extent of the language, because we had to Google Translate it when we filled the forms in, whatever.
Oh,
so
yeah.
maybe we missed out on some, I don't know. Maybe we could have claimed more things that we didn't, but we didn't know the system that well to...
Did you learn a bit of Norwegian?
I did. I can understand it and I can read it and speak a little bit, but...
Okay.
And what was life like in Norway?
Quiet.
Was it?
Snowy. We had 3 metres of snow for 6 months, some years. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just isolated?
I wouldn't say we were that isolated, but we would... Some days you wouldn't see another person all day, which was kind of... Yeah. But the education system and the health system was 100% top. It was really good.
Yeah.
So did you have kids
We
when you were...
we had... Florence was born there and Jasper was born there, the oldest 2.
Right.
Yeah, it was really good. 3 days in hospital with Florence, her own little room, fed and everything, as much as you want. Then just looked after you so well. Mm-hmm. And then you come back in here, you could hardly get a bed if you know, in the hospital.
Yeah, actually, you'd say the healthcare and stuff's better in Norway.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of pay a bit more in tax for it to be like that. You pay 30% to 40% tax on your wages. So
yeah, everybody's about 30. It's 33% or something.
30,
tax.
Yeah, 32 or 3. Yeah, so
yeah, and that's not even just for high earners. That's pretty
standard. Yeah.
Yeah, standard rate tax.
Yeah, so
it's a lot. Plus, they've got the oil, Norway. Eh?
They've got a big mountain of money that's not been tapped into just from the oil for emergencies, I guess they call it.
Yeah, they're apparently one of the only countries in the world that like are in the black. They don't have big debts.
No.
Wow.
I think the percentage of population is only about 2% unemployed.
Right. Okay.
So it's everybody's working,
contributing
to the system.
Yeah, well that helps too. But then they're like about the same as Scotland, but they're about 5 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine living in a country with only 5 million. Imagine living in an oil-rich country, Iona.
I couldn't.
Could you imagine?
No.
There's more people live in London than Norway.
You do?
Yeah.
You already do. That's a joke. But we don't get the oil. Not that I'm bitter about it. I heard somebody saying that. Tam Cowan, actually, who's a Scottish presenter on Off the Ball, he made a joke. Someone said, God, could you imagine what it would be like if we lived in an oil-rich country? Having a wee dig about the fact that Scotland's got this oil, but we don't get any of the money. Anyway, Norway and Scotland, they will have a lot of similarities in that regard. Population numbers.
Yeah, the language is similar. You can't understand it.
Yeah, and we share actually hus. They say hus, same as Scots. They say bairn.
Yeah.
For a youngster, a bairn.
Oh yeah.
Which is barn.
Barn.
Yeah.
Somebody was saying we need to bring back, is it Scots or is it slang?
Is it Scots or is it Norwegian? Is it Scots or is it Norwegian?
Fjell is mountain.
Right.
Fell running.
The fell, yeah.
So there's lots of similarities.
Oh, the Viking influence, isn't it?
Yeah.
The kind of the Viking thing coming over. Yeah. So you're milking cows in Norway. You had the kids that were saying.
Yeah, we did.
What did you not like about it?
I loved it. I thought it was just owning my own farm was like, you wanted to do that.
Yep.
And the opportunity there to have your own farm. So it's just a shame it was in Norway. But
So what brought you back?
Just a few family issues really that ended coming back. But we thought since we had the children as well, it's better to be close to the parents.
Yeah.
Just for it's like just difficult being away. Because for the whole few years when we had the kids, there was no one else for support for looking after the kids. If we wanted to go somewhere, it was difficult to ask the we did ask the neighbours a few times, but it's not the same, is it? So
yeah, literally have nobody there. You're just
but it's not like we didn't know anybody. I mean, I've been going there 20 years before, so I knew everyone in the village anyway, in the town. So that was a help.
Yeah, I suppose that's a good start. Actually, it's not such a big move when you say it that way. You've already been there 20 years.
We didn't go just off the hoof.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's
we
true.
knew the area. We knew. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't have to do much research because you've been there 20 years seeing it.
I still can't ski though. I just can't get the skiing.
See it. Too busy. But right, so you sold that up and decided to move back?
2021 we come back. So that's 4 years. July, yeah.
Back to the UK?
Back to the UK, yeah.
And then you got, what, like find your feet again, or what's the...
Well, we came back, we left, we deregistered from Norway as residents. We weren't registered in the UK as taxpayers or anything. So I said to Georgina, when we're coming back, we're literally nomads.
Yeah.
Nobody owns us. So
Yeah.
we came back.
You didn't come over on a dinghy, no? How did you get here? Did you fly in?
Georgina flew back with the kids, and I drove back with the car and the dogs.
Okay. So you came across the channel?
No, I came
is it a
across
ferry from
Harwich to Holland.
Right.
Yeah.
Sounds legit. It's okay.
No, it was
Sounds
okay.
legit.
We had the papers. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was during COVID actually when we came back, and it was a nightmare to travel back.
Oh, because they wouldn't want you in?
We had to have, I think we spent £1,500 on COVID tests, and then when we got back, we had to do more tests. But I never ever got the results back, so it was a bit of a bit of a waste of money.
Yeah,
but
but
they wouldn't let us in without doing the COVID test, and so we missed all the COVID scenario back. It wasn't really.
What was it like in Norway with the COVID?
Actually, the day Jasper was born was the 12th of March, and they decided to close the country down then, which was 2 weeks before here.
Okay.
I think. So Jasper was born on the 12th. I had to go back for milking. I came back in the following day, but they wouldn't let me in the hospital. It was like a.
Oh, they
It was
closed it
like
off
a
that
ghost
day.
town. I mean, it was a ghost town, but it was a ghost town.
Yeah, yeah.
It was pretty eerie. And then, they let us go. But everything else almost carried on. They closed the schools down, but everything else carried on as normal, really.
So supermarkets and shops and
Yeah,
everything.
I mean, they said
face masks and...
the face masks weren't really a thing, really.
They weren't wearing face masks?
No.
Right, okay.
So it was just, they said keep 2 metres away, but when you were in a shop in Norway, where we were, you couldn't be 2 metres next to us. There was no one in the shop.
Oh, right, okay, because
So,
you're quiet anyway.
Yeah, so they just kind of carried on, really. They started rolling the vaccine out just as we were leaving. So,
Yeah. So it's fine.
but I think with them shutting it down, like they shut the borders down 2 weeks before we did, I think helped. But,
Yeah.
so we missed all the actual COVID experience.
Norway's probably a better area for... Is it? Like it's... You're a bit more north. Cold
It's
cold
probably
is always
colder.
good for the virus, isn't it? Cold atmosphere is good for slowing a virus down. Also, not that many people. You don't have a massive hub like we've Heathrow Airport.
Yeah,
was there a big
we've
problem
not-
into it? Is that
yeah,
people
we've-
coming from
You've not got people.
everywhere just in change, just in changeovers.
Yeah, that's partly the reason. Yeah. So.
So you're back here. What you doing now?
So I came back, and then there was a parcel of land came up for sale, which joins my parents' property, and we tried like hell to buy it as it came off the market, and we had to pull a few strings here and there. We eventually bought 5 acres of land because we came back. We thought we've got no mortgage. You won't get a mortgage for 3 years before your books. So
Yeah.
we'd buy the land and put a house on it afterwards. That's the plan. Do it in reverse.
Yeah.
So we've done that, and then we turned 2 acres into a dog walking park, which is going good.
Yeah, it's going very good,
But in between that, I'm a fencing contractor and shearing. I started shearing a few little small flocks just on my own,
Yep.
and that's gradually progressed into shearing bigger flocks on my own.
Those small flocks won't be very good for your books, though, will they?
Yeah, some of them, yeah. they don't help it.
No.
So then it's gradually progressed. I've done about 5,000 this year.
Aye, geez, okay.
So next year I'm probably looking at getting another shearer coming in, I think.
Back to the 3-stand trailer, Georgina and the rousing.
While the body's still pretty good, and I'm still going to keep going for a bit.
Yeah, but this dog run, though, don't skip over it, because there's a lot of farmers and people with a bit of ground near town or whatever thinking, we could do this.
Yeah.
What's the process? You need to get planning.
You need to get planning to change of use.
So from agricultural to dog park, whatever.
Yeah.
Commercial.
Commercial, domestic, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double height fence it or no?
Double height fence it, securely fenced. And,
You mean 2 runs or 1?
How do you mean?
Is it 1 2-acre run or is it 2 2-acre
It's
runs?
one 2 acre run.
Yeah,
It's about
okay.
1.8 acres, but yeah.
Okay, so it's
So-
a fair size run.
Yeah, you got to go through all the planning permission, get that done. Because if you did it without, then somebody could probably say, what's happening here?
Yeah, they'll grass you in.
Grass you in.
Especially down that area you're in.
And then, like,
It's grass and country
you'd
you're
never
in.
get it there. So, but yeah, it's it's going good.
Yeah, and then like what? Just book online.
You book online, you get a code to get in the gate.
You change the code every morning, or who changes it?
We change the code periodically, once a week maybe.
Right, so you just. I suppose it's pretty simple because like, if is it busy all the time?
There.
Yeah, if there's somebody you can't go in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say if somebody looked online, there's a spare gap. I thought, we'll just nip in there, but we've still got the code from the other day. If that was the case, people will use it without paying.
So some people might be clever and say there's a gap in the calendar.
But
Don't book
I've probably
it.
just
try that code.
Now.
I know. I was just going to say.
The dog walkers won't be listening, mate. Don't worry.
No.
So that's right. So that is interesting. I wouldn't have thought of that. So they'll look at the calendar and go, "There's a space there. I've still got the code."
Go.
But I guess people wouldn't do that because they're honest.
Most people are. Aye, you would hope. So most people will be decent.
You can book it out for an hour or 25 minutes, and then.
And how much is it for? Much is it?
We're £10.50 for an hour.
Yeah. Okay.
And then it's £7.50 for half an hour.
And is it
but you
busy?
have a 5-minute changeover, so it's 25 minutes and 55 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a 5-minute changeover between.
Yeah.
You don't want two lots of different dogs in the same car park, so they can.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Busy every day. Every slot's pretty much taken, so it's difficult to find a gap to get and maintain it. 9 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning. So 9 o'clock at night. Well, 6 o'clock in the morning. We're open till 9 o'clock at night. Obviously, when the daylight changes, we'll bring it down a little bit.
What are you going to say, Anna?
I was just going to ask what you're opening.
Yeah,
that's
wild. That's
it's open every day.
But, right, so come on, for the farmers listening, how much does it make a month?
Some months we're talking 1,100. I guess the best month's probably been 15, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Off 2 acres, which is kind of crazy.
Unbelievable.
Considering you don't need to staff it really.
Well, Georgina puts a lot of work in administrative side,
Right.
but it does run itself pretty much.
Well, it'd be a bit like Airbnb that you get lots of weird messages, like,
You get lots of weird comments and you have to kind of put them in the right direction and this is how you blah, blah, blah. But other than that, it does pretty much run itself.
You have to cut the grass, I take it.
We have to keep the grass short, but this year has been great because it's been so dry.
A drought.
We've not had to cut it.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Do people actually lift their dog shit?
I'd say 99% of people do.
Do they? Oh,
They're
that's
pretty
so good.
Yeah,
There's always some that you do find which you can't avoid it.
But then maybe the folk haven't seen it as well. Like,
Well, there is that, but I think some of them do take it there deliberately just to, empty out and
never
then
lift
leave
it.
it.
Yeah.
But no, generally it looks after itself and it's crazy, really.
What's the double height fencing? What's the cost of that per metre? Do you know, as a fencer, put in the spot?
Well, I did the fencing obviously for free. Well, almost free.
Yeah, but buying the same materials,
I think we spent nearly $6,000 on the fencing.
Okay.
And then with all the planning and all the car park preparation, probably nearly $9,000 we spent nearly.
Including the fencing, $9,000.
Yeah. So obviously, if I put my price in for the fencing, it would have been a lot more.
If you have to pay somebody, of course, of course. Yeah.
But within a year,
I'd say $8,000. I'd say we covered it really.
Yeah, so you're
which is quite a low setup cost, isn't it?
I would say so. And then, like as Iona said, your first year, you're kind of made that back. Then you're
then the quid's in now. Yeah,
I think it's a good.
But I mean, I didn't expect it to go as busy as it is. I thought people just walk the dogs around the footpath.
Yeah, who'd pay? Who'd pay to walk the dog? But there's so many people that do.
So living on a farm, we always just let the dogs run free.
Yeah,
you'd never really thought about walking a dog. But if you live in a little small terrace house in a town, you want somewhere to.
And that's my aunt's. She lives in Glasgow and she loves walking, like she absolutely loves walking, but she's always got to have them on a lead, and that's and that's why she started doing the dog runs, because it means they can just run free. They're not having.
And some people's dogs won't come back to them. So they're terrified to let them off.
People like it because they book the field and it's just them on their own, no other dogs.
Yep.
And they're called reactive dogs, I think.
Right.
Which just bark and just terrorise other dogs. So they like it being on their own. There's no other interruptions.
Yeah.
That's why people keep coming back, I think.
But
also, it's in a little countryside field. It's just away from the hustle and bustle. I think you get a bit of quiet time. And,
peaceful. Is it? I think it like people go with their mates and all that. Like,
they have.
Bring 2 or 3 dogs.
People that have fish and chips there, picnics, and a few beers, and there's always beers in the dustbin.
Is that right? I just come with
I
a
guess
mate.
people just sit there and just let the dog run around.
You just put a bench and stuff in, or a shelter.
There's about 3 benches. There's a little shelter if it's raining or windy.
You've got a coffee machine.
That's in the pipeline, shall we say? The problem is we have no electricity, so we need
So it's whether
like
it's
do
worth.
solar or generator maybe. But I think that would be the next money maker.
Yeah, I was thinking, you could do like sell eggs.
What we do
vending
sell
machine.
eggs. We do sell eggs there because our mother-in-law very kindly gave us 10 chickens at Easter, and she was only bringing 5, but she came with 10.
Okay.
So we've got surplus eggs. So we sell eggs on an honesty box or QR code
Yep.
through the website, which are going like hotcakes, really.
Yeah.
That's great.
Crazy.
Vending machine.
People
could,
love that.
Yeah.
So we've got
the power, though,
we've
isn't it?
got
It's the
2
power.
other people who supply dog treats. So they're selling them from the dog park. Also on a
Honesty box.
honesty box QR code. So you pick your product, QR code it, and then you pay for it online.
So there's no cash.
Not with the dog treats, no.
No. Okay.
If you want to buy eggs, you can just chuck a few quid in the box.
Yeah. But then I suppose you've got the added benefit of they have to get into the park.
Well, that's yeah.
It's not like somebody's just walking by and can steal it.
We did thought we'd put it inside the park. You've got to come to the dog park to.
Yeah, plus folk would think, oh, they'll know it's me because I'm the only one booked now.
Yeah,
And they
if
might
they've
check.
come and checked.
Well, yeah.
And they just wouldn't do it. Like, I'm not saying they wouldn't, they'd be the odd
But with
person
the
maybe,
eggs,
but-
the honesty boxes, they are very honest with it, really.
yeah.
unbelievable.
Oh, people love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's just a good extra option for farm. Like I think.
So
about
the
it
other
sometimes,
option
like, we're right on the edge of
we
the town.
could go.
Yep.
We could get more chickens and just go down the egg line, maybe.
Yeah, and just
do.
because
more
you're
eggs.
selling so many of them.
Yeah. We're almost keeping up with demand. Yeah.
Yeah. It's option. It's like the dog run thing. It does intrigue me. Like I just think you fence a bit off. You do the online
Yeah.
shop, the online thing, and you just let it go.
Just yesterday, I was talking to a farmer who's thinking about doing it.
There you go.
But just
We're right on the
just
edge of
after-
Kilmarnock here.
We opened our dog park in April 24. So we're 15, 16 months into it.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, there's probably 5 dog parks in the surrounding area that have just popped up.
Is
And
that
we
right?
always say we're glad we got ours open before they did.
Yeah.
So
You don't want to do that.
but we've got a
Leave it
customer
away.
base now, you see, that keep coming back. and using
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And
Yeah, it now becomes when there's so many, it then becomes like making it better,
yeah, exactly.
keeping it
But
tidy.
on the dog park front, we've just come 3rd in the Leicestershire British Dog Fields competition.
Okay.
Well, the dog parks in Leicestershire,
Yep.
we got voted 3rd,
Good effort.
which is good. I mean, 1st and 2nd would have been better, but
Oh,
yeah.
I feel like I would want to go and visit the first and second
Well,
to
I
wonder
think
why.
there's a judge coming around to see the first 3 to see why we're 3rd, but maybe we could go up to 2nd or 1st. You don't know. So.
I bet
And that's really good.
Good to
really
do your
good.
homework. aye.
And that's down to Georgina promoting it.
So
and
so
doing
why
all
don't you
the-
do another one?
Yeah, that's talking about as well. But like I said before, people like the exclusiveness of the.
Yeah, you don't want to put 2 next to each other.
We could put 2 next to each other, but you could have one full one
Yeah.
or 2 half booked ones.
Yeah.
You might as well have one full one, which is taking money
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
But if you put 2 in, it's double maintenance,
Double shelters,
Double-
double
double fence,
honesty boxes.
double everything.
Yeah.
Uh,
Double
would you
power.
would you make more money if you just had one that's fully booked or 2 half booked?
Yeah.
That
That's
is
the thing.
that is a very good point. You need a different location, really, if you're going to do a second one.
If we rented another place and put a second one in,
Or if you were so rammed all the time,
Yeah,
you think,
and getting messages all the time.
you know, if
being
you're
like,
better to have one full and one a quarter full, even.
yeah. I mean, but again, we might sneak the second one in without going through the council and just say, oh, it was already kind of there.
Like it.
Because
You
otherwise,
wouldn't.
because otherwise
I
it's
know you're
another-
saying hypothetically, obviously wouldn't, but yeah.
hypothetically.
I wouldn't dare do that, no, but it's there to be done, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know.
potentially. Okay, so do that and then just, work away for a couple of years to get your books again and see
Yeah.
about, buy something. Do you get council farms in Leicester area?
They're rare.
Yeah.
They sold a lot of them off. But
Are
it used to be the
council,
thing, but
council
it's
farms,
so,
are
so,
council farms a bit of a carve up or not?
so difficult to get into them.
Well, I hear of ones with like 60 applicants, like,
Yeah.
but is it genuine or is it a bit of a carve? Like, are they quite often decided beforehand or what's
I
the...
think there's a lot of deciding beforehand. But they've sold a lot off now, and the farms have just gone, like probably houses now, So.
Aye, the council sold them
Yeah,
off.
yeah. So,
Well, councils, like, I just don't understand how councils can sit on an asset like a farm.
no.
If you're a councils are all strapped for cash. They're always selling off assets.
But the thing is, if you buy the farm, get the tenant farm, you still got to. We haven't got any assets to put on the farm. You still got to dig deep to fill it with stock and whatever.
Yeah, that is a
so
problem.
it's a vicious circle, isn't it? So,
Yeah, and you're,
Yeah.
you're looking at interest of,
Oh,
well, through the market, you could be 14%. Through other finance routes, you could be 9%, 8-9%.
yeah.
Well, maybe slightly less now, it's dropped, but there's the borrowing on top just to buy stock, to buy cattle.
and it's a long wait for the return. You know,
Well, cattle's shocking.
Yeah, so
Sheep are not too bad, but cattle's shocking.
idyllic. It's lovely, but on paper, it's just it's not easy, is it?
Tricky.
Yeah, okay. So wait for the opportunities. But we should before. Geez, that's an hour, right? Before we wrap up, I want to ask a wee bit. What was Lizzy like at the start? Was she quite boisterous, or
At the start of
when you first
Lizzy,
met her?
Lizzy actually worked with me. She came.
That's what I mean. Like when she was will grading or whatever at the start, was she quite? What was she like?
Very quiet, very quiet, very stern.
Yeah.
I mean, she did obviously smile at some of the wisecracks we came out with, but
Maybe it was your wisecracks that were the problem.
That's why she's stern. She's always stern.
She's always been she just work, and
Yeah.
very methodically how she does it, and
Yeah.
But-
So when you got her
but
over,
she
got
first-
her over, and you thought, wasn't it Georgina? Were you like, oh god, like, and then we were like, oh, she's actually quite good.
Lizzy came sharing with me when she was kind of learning, and the guys who would be on the farm would see Lizzy, a sheep trying to escape, and she'd go, no, I'll do it on my own, I'll do it, get off.
Oh, the farmer tried to help her.
Yeah, you know what? The sheep's trying to get away, and
Yeah.
Lizzy wouldn't let them help. She just did it on her own.
That's Lizzy. Yeah.
I'm like, as one was running down the paddock half shorn,
Why didn't
did
you
you
just let
need
him
help with that one? Or?
But like, it's funny because like I would delight it if the farmer comes and puts a hand on it for
Well,
me. I said that to Lizzy. It's like it's no, but like she is
It's no
like
shame,
that.
Yeah.
no, but yeah, she's very determined to do it on her own.
Are Lizzy and Georgina quite similar?
No,
Are they not?
no, not at all. Completely different.
Are they?
Georgina would be quite
She's-
chatty and
Yeah, she's not as reserved as Lizzy. No,
yeah,
she's
Right.
more forward, I guess.
Yeah.
Lizzy is quiet is a good way to describe it. Stern is a great way because stern is, I would say resting bitch face was what like Lizzy says that, to be fair, that she has a resting bitch face, but stern is nicer.
But
Yeah,
I think what made
She's
Lizzy,
softened up these days, so do you
think-
not think she's a lot softer these days?
I think since Lizzy went to New Zealand for a few seasons, she came back a different person.
Yeah.
I think she
Are shearing?
opened her eyes and she came back a lot more chilled. I think
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
definitely.
But she's so different these days. I bet like
Yeah.
she's doing so. Do you ever imagine her doing social media and all that and posting videos? Like it's unreal.
Saying that, I watched the first one she did in Devon a few years ago.
Oh, with the
Lizzy-
chickens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's completely different now. She's more relaxed into it now.
Yeah, she's very. Today we're doing this, and now
Yeah.
she's getting into it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. I think she's doing really well.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, me too.
definitely coming back from New Zealand has changed how she's turned out.
More confident,
Yeah,
more relaxed.
yeah.
Yeah, good. Well, listen, we're over an hour there. Is there anything else you want to ask Iona, or anything else you want to tell us, Sam, before we move on?
Yeah, if you want any fencing doing down in Leicestershire,
Sam's your man.
I'll try and fit it in.
Hey, there's people listening from all over. Actually, that's a good shout.
Yeah.
Leicestershire. What's that near? Leicester, obviously. What are the big towns?
We're between Nottingham and Birmingham, I guess.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
Very
so right in
aye.
the middle, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've been. I just can't
Yeah.
remember. Leicester. Like, you're not into football, that are you?
Only when they won the Premiership.
Yeah. That's
2016. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty amazing, wasn't
It was amazing.
it?
Yeah, that's when they're in it was like a fairy tale.
Yeah, we're talking about
Winning-
Leicester City Football Club winning the Premier League, which was
20,
impossible. But they did
2015,
it.
2016, yeah.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
That's the only time I watched a lot of football, to be honest, but yeah.
To be fair, I quite like the football, and I don't watch a lot of games, but I like watching the highlights and following
Yeah.
the thing. But the whole Jamie Vardy, like
Oh, yeah.
12 games in a row scoring and all this stuff, like it was just the whole season was amazing.
It was
Amazing.
exciting. Obviously, Gary Lineker's from there as well, so he was getting behind.
Well,
it,
that's right. Sure, he
yeah.
did match
He
of
played
the
for
day in his
Leicester.
boxers.
Yeah,
Remember, he
yeah.
says if Leicester win the league, I'll do match of the day in my underwear. Because it was never going to happen,
And then it
and
happened.
it happened. And fair play to him. He
did
did the whole intro in his boxers.
Did
Yep. Fair play to him. Oh, mine Gary used to do match of the day. It's all went to hell now.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's us for this one, folks. Thanks very much, Sam.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Cheers. Let's
Thank
get
you.
some dinner now. Good man. And we're back. Another one in the books. Good to hear from Sam there. I probably should have quizzed him a bit more on Lizzy. But then there's not much to say
But
about
then
Lizzy.
yeah, I
She's just
feel like
stern
there
and
would be-
quiet.
I wouldn't feel like there's no scandal with Lizzy.
There's no stories.
Yeah.
She's just stern and quiet and works hard. That's
Yeah.
her.
Do you think having the kids has changed her?
No, I don't know that I'm taking. I genuinely think that I think I've rubbed off on her a lot.
Do you think?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think so.
I suppose.
I think just the way she's thrust into this world of being known by people and strangers speaking to her and
Yeah.
and me, you know, like Sam mentioned, the first video we did with the chicken farm and like, you know, she's just got practice at it.
Yeah.
And get open. And what definitely helps Lizzy is all the nice comments.
Because everybody loves Lizzy.
Yeah, and
Everybody
rightly so.
loves her. Yeah, yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
there's no act with Lizzy. It's just like
yeah, she's exactly.
she's just
who
a machine.
She is.
She's just a machine.
Yep.
And she just wants to work.
Well, there's
Do you know the good
somebody-
thing? Like, Lizzy's never hassling me for a holiday. You know, she's never hassling me. Like, she's the same mentality as me. It's just like work. She doesn't hassle me. All right, we talk about it now, but she doesn't hassle me like when we get married. When's this? It's just work. Like, let's just work. Like, we're dozing lambs till 1 o'clock in the morning the other night in the shed.
I suppose that is unusual.
Oh,
More than unusual to
Oh.
have two people like that.
yeah. It's just, look, Lizzy and I show her 230 lambs yesterday morning. Like, just two of us working away shearing the whole time. Kids running about playing.
Yeah.
Like, just find somebody just the same as you. It's like unreal. In fact, it's the whole reason we are where we are, because like I was able to double
Yeah.
what I was doing. And even now she's doing some YouTube and social media and stuff. It's like
Yeah.
literally it let me double what I was doing because there was two of me.
Yeah.
And it's just been absolutely amazing. So yeah, they're waxing lyrical about Lizzy, but should be saying thanks to Sam for coming in and sharing this story there.
Yes.
Thanks very much to everybody for listening. Thanks to Hairwatch and Crystalyx
Yep.
for sponsoring the podcast as always. Do remember that if you've made it this far listening to the podcast, well done. But do remember the charity auction. The link is in the description below. It may not be in on the Tuesday the podcast goes out because I don't know if the link's ready yet, but it will be out closer to the day, and I'll put it on the Sheep Game Facebook as well.
And for anybody wanting to go to the charity field day, there's loads of, like, actually sounds like such a fun day. There's
There's lots, so it's not
barbecue
just the auction.
stalls.
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
lots of full day. Gonna Sound, the band, they're going to be playing at it.
Yep.
It sounds like, a really good day.
And we'll be there as well for the crack as well. So Saturday 9th of August, that is, if anyone's wondering, at Drummakinnaird Farm.
I'll just get it. Oh, now it's just gone.
Yeah, I'm sure it's Drummakinnaird. It's terrible, I just can't remember the name of it.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'll fill in the
You
space.
speak, Drum of Kinnaird.
Oh, yeah, it was Drum
Farm
of Kinnaird.
Falkirk,
Yep.
FK2 8RP.
FK2 8RP on Saturday.
Stock judging, tug of war, speed shear and relay, barn dance with Gonna Sound.
Sounds like good crack. I'm sure there'll be plenty
From
of
1
farmers there too. From 1 p.m. onwards. There we go. Okay, so we'll see you at that, folks. I've been Cammy,
Bevin Iona.
and we're all fed by
Fed by
farmers.
farmers.